Hey guys, welcome back to another grocery haul. This week we are at Aldi's. Haven't been there in a while. I'm so excited to get some of my favorite Aldi's items. But this is a pretty small haul because we still do have a lot of items in the house, in the pantry, in the freezer, all that. You know, so we are back to school, so we have some things for lunches and stuff like that. Let's get into this and let me show you what I got this week. All right, so if you are one of my regulars, I usually always start with bread or bread type products. We actually still do have a lot of like the Walmart clearance bread in the freezer, and that loaf of the artisanal bread I think I got last week at Target. We still have a bunch of that. You know, none of us have really been eating, well, I don't eat any, but the family hasn't been eating as much bread lately. And my daughter was adjusting to her braces. If you didn't see last week's video, I'll link it right above here in the iCard if you want to go check that out. We bought a bunch of like items for her, you know, because she had gotten braces on that were a little bit easier to eat, so she's still not quite eating like sandwiches and things like that. So I still have that as well for her because it was like a softer bread. Anyways, I got 2 packages of the flour tortillas. I love getting these at Aldi's. Best price around. Can't beat it. 99 cents a pack. And all the prices will be on the screen for you guys as well, just in case you are new and you didn't know that I like to give you guys the prices so you guys know. So these are 99 cents. Got 2 of those. For produce, a few items, because you'll also see my farm share after this. I picked up some zucchini because I did not get any in my farm share this week, and I'm still just loving it. I'm not sick of it yet, still love it. I usually don't like to buy it in the bags like this because it makes me nervous. I can't quite see all of it, and you know, I'm afraid it might be spots that are rotten, but I took a chance. It was, I think, only $1.29 or so, so I figured it was not a bad price. There's like 4 of them in there. Also picked up just a few bananas for my son. He's the only one that eats them. So there are 4 there. Also got a bag of some romaine hearts for the whole family. And then I also picked up some radishes. I love these lately. We got them, I think, at my farm share last week, and I roasted them up in the oven, and they're so good. You kind of roast them up like you would like little potatoes. I usually just slice them in half or in fourths, depending on how big they are. So really loving that lately. Then we're going to jump back here. I got 1 non-food item. I needed some like freezer bags for, you know, just for some food storage. I tried to use like the reusable freezer containers that I have gotten at Aldi's like in the past, and once in a while they do have them. It's not one of their regular items, but so if you are interested in them, keep an eye out for them, because they do I want to say more in the winter months, I think, is when they come out, but they are so great. I've used them so many times. They keep the food really fresh, but sometimes I just need the freezer baggies for certain things, and sometimes I just can't fit all those bowls in there. So I grabbed a bag of those. There are, I think, 30 in there, because I know, there we go. There are 30 in there. That will last us a long time, but I just needed to replenish because I didn't have any. Also grabbed some, and oh guys, I'm not going to put the meal plan in the end like I've been. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys still want to see the meal plan, you know, for the week, or you just want me to kind of tell you as we're doing the grocery haul. So I'm just going to kind of tell you as we're going along, you know, some of the things that we will be making for dinner this week. So I'm going to make some pasta visual. Have not made this for the family in quite a while. So I figured, you know, it's not quite really cold yet, but it's been a little bit cooler here in New York. So I'm going to make some pasta visual, and sometimes I make a large amount. I will freeze whatever's left, which, you know, I will either use the baggies to store it, or sometimes I will use jars. So that's another reason I need the baggies. So I grabbed 2 of these Great Northern beans. Great price for Aldi's. Also got a big can of some pinto beans. We're going to do some Mexican this week, so I'm going to make some refried beans, and I think we're going to be working, well, the can is already open because we already started prepping them. My son is making them right now, and for to prep. So we're going to hopefully make a video of him prepping some things for the week for him and my husband. So stay tuned for that meal prep video, hopefully coming up for you guys in a week or so. So anyways, gonna make some refried beans with those. I love the pinto beans, these big cans at Aldi, such a great price. So like I said, we're gonna make, I don't know if we're gonna be enchiladas, burritos, something to that sort, but I just figured get that. Also I really need my avocado oil, but the best price around is Sam's Club, and I just have not had a chance to either go there or just, you know, just haven't had a chance. Anyway, so I grabbed some extra virgin olive oil. I usually even like to get the organic one at Aldi's because it's really inexpensive for organic, but they were all out. So just grab this one. It's still a good price, and you know, it's still a decent one, and the ingredients, there's nothing like added or anything to it. I always double check, always double check your oils, even though it says something on the front. Just make sure, because sometimes they will add like filler oil, so just be careful of that as well. I know I never really was aware of that myself. Also, just trying to make life easier. We are back to work and school this week, or this past week, and now this week will be a full week for all of us. So I'm just gonna make my mom life a little bit easier, and I bought this pre-made cold brew coffee because I prefer cold brew in the morning. So I do have a cold brew maker, but I just figured, you know what, this will just save me some time, and I will just have this ready to go. Also grabbed my some almond milk. I guess I'm gonna have to go a week without my Califia milk, even though I love that so much. I know I've been drinking that a lot lately in my coffee. And if you're following any, a keto diet, the Califia one is 0 net carbs. This one's not bad either. This one is only 1 net carb for a whole cup. I don't use that much anyways, or maybe throughout a whole day I will use 1 cup. But between my coffee and maybe a smoothie throughout the day if I have one. But this one is really good too. So just make sure you get the unsweetened if you were, following any sort of keto diet, or just low carb. I also got my husband one of these drink mixes from the Fit and Active line as well. They also have the everything but the bagel seasoning now, or now I guess they call it who needs the bagel seasoning. I guess they have to call it a little bit different than what the other, or Trader Joe's calls it, but same price as Trader Joe's. So if you have an Aldi's, and Walmart even has their own as well. So I mean, now you can get this stuff anywhere now. I mean, I used to go to Trader Joe's and stock up on it because Trader Joe's is a little farther away. We don't go there that often, but now everybody sells it, so I can get it anywhere I go. Also grabbed for myself, and my daughter likes this as well, the vegan cream cheese. I love the Aldi's vegan cream cheese. It is so good. And lately we have been getting a ton of jalapeno peppers in our farm share. So I have been making like jalapeno poppers, and I actually did a video. I'll link that right above here in the iCards too if you haven't seen that yet. They are so good, and so low net carb as well. If you are, like I said before, if you're following a keto diet, vegan or not, they are amazing. So I highly recommend that. Go try the recipe out. It's so good. Also picked up, my daughter wanted to make blueberry muffins. Now, I know this is not muffin mix, and we can make them from scratch, but I just figured I'm going to make it a little bit easier, and they're going to be like semi-homemade blueberry muffins, because we have a bunch of blueberries that I had bought fresh, I think I don't know if it was last week or the week before, and the kids didn't eat all of them, so I threw them in the freezer to bake with at some point, or smoothies, whatever. So I'm gonna have her use this, and we'll just veganize it. We're not gonna use an egg or anything like that. We'll use applesauce in place of the oil, so it's not gonna be totally bad. I mean, muffins are not really the greatest thing to be eating anyways. And then she'll just add those fresh blueberries to that, and I'm gonna have her, so she can make some blueberry muffins. And I just figured, quick and easy. We don't have to measure out all the flour and the baking soda and all that stuff. And I'm also, another thing I'm going to make my life easy with this week, I'm going to make some pancakes or waffles. I think I can make, pancakes and waffles, either or, for my husband and my son, because this is not vegan, actually, this mix. I've not been able to find like a pre-made mix like this. And yes, I do make pancakes usually from scratch. I just was trying to make this week a little bit easy. And I might even prep a bunch and put them in the freezer for my son or my husband, for breakfasts in the morning. They can just take them out as needed. So anyways, this does contain milk, but it is one of those ones where you just add the water to it, and I just figured it'd make my life a little bit easier, and even my son could make it himself if he wants to. Also grabbed some vanilla, that way we can add some vanilla to that, and also to the blueberry muffins, just to kind of jazz them up a little bit, make them a little bit more, taste a little bit more homemade. Also got my son some of the Friendly Farms, that's the Aldi's brand yogurts. I'm not sure if he's tried these before, so I just got one of each. The strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, is going to give those a try. For the boys, I got some, kielbasa. It is pork and beef, and I just realized I thought I had grabbed the turkey one. Usually I try to get them the turkey. Must have grabbed the wrong one. They'll still eat it. It's fine. Not a big deal. But I'm going to make some. I have some peppers left over from a couple weeks ago from the farm. I'm going to make them some sausage and peppers this week. And then for us girls, I've got some over here, these soy protein burgers. They are totally vegan. They're really good. Low net carbs. Just be careful, guys. These if you do gluten-free or wheat-free, these do have some wheat in them. These will probably be mostly for my daughter because I do try to stay away from eating any sort of gluten or wheat. But she loves these, and I'm pretty sure they're high in protein as well. Let me see. Let me show you guys the macros real quick in case you are interested. One burger is 100 calories, 1 fat, and you can see the net carbs would be only 2, and 16 grams of protein. So really good if you're looking for like a high protein, burger. Also grabbed some tofu because I love the Aldi's tofu. I love that it is organic because soy products you want to try to have the organic when you can. And this is 0 net carbs. So I love that I can add this to my meals, and it is no added carbs, and very high protein as well. Really loving that lately. Then let's see, back here I picked up for my husband. These will be for some dinners for the boys, as well as he was kind of getting tired of the salami. If you watch my videos, he eats salami a lot in his lunches. So I'm gonna make him some like chicken strips for him to snack on. He doesn't usually put on bread or anything. He's been trying to limit the bread, so he'll just have those with like some snacks and things like that for his lunches for work. Also over here, he's been wanting some cinnamon buns. So this is my semi-homemade way of making cinnamon buns for them. And these biscuits actually do have milk in them as well, in case you were curious. But I usually just make my own. I'll make like my own mixture of like the cinnamon and the butter. And that way I know exactly what's going into them and make my own little frosting. So I'm gonna make those for them as well. Also grab some cream cheese for my son. Also grab just 1 small box of the breakfast sausage because we're gonna probably do some breakfast for dinners this week. Maybe do for the boys like some eggs and sausage, and do the pancakes or waffles with some sausage. So just got the 1 small pack. That'll be plenty for the 2 of them. Like I said, kind of just getting the basics this week. Also grabbed this chicken breast, the deli style chicken breast for my son, and there is a lot here, so this will probably last him a couple weeks as well. And then also needed to replenish some of our shredded sharp cheddar cheese. And this is the larger bag. I think this is 12 ounces. And this is just for the boys, just the 2 of them. So I usually just keep the whole bag in the freezer and just take out whatever I need, throughout the week or following weeks. This will last, like I said, quite a while. Also grabbed my son some fresh mozzarella cheese. And then also 1 dozen eggs. Oh, and then I almost forgot to show you guys, I don't think I showed you, but I also got a big thing of rice. Since I've been doing keto, I totally have not been making the family rice lately. I don't know why. I just hadn't really thought about it. And they've been eating plenty of food, believe me, lots of variety, but it just was something I just kept forgetting to buy since I wasn't eating it. I just forgot that they like to eat it as well. So I'm bringing this back into rotation because we haven't had it in a while. I cook it in the rice cooker. It cooks up so fast and easy. So got that as well. So that is everything for this week's grocery haul from Aldi's. I'm going to put the total right here on the screen for you guys so you guys can see. I'm going to put this away, and then I'm going to share with you guys my farm share for this week. Alright guys, so here is my farm share for this week. If you are new here, not to sound repetitive, for my regulars, we pay for this all in advance in the spring, and it breaks down to be about $25 a week, depending on how long the farm share goes to. Usually it's till the end of October, sometimes beginning of November, but it's about $25 a week, and it is all organic, local produce. We also get to pick fresh herbs as well as flowers, which the flowers were done last week, unfortunately, so no more flowers, but I picked a lot of fresh herbs today because I'm going to be stocking up for the winter because they're kind of winding down the season. So I've been just picking a lot just so I can have all these fresh herbs to get through the colder months. So what we got this time was some more corn. We got 6 ears of corn. I also got I picked some chives. That's part of the herb garden. So I picked some chives. I also picked some thyme, which I'm going to just wash this right away, and I'm going to throw it in a brown paper bag and dry it, and that'll stay fresh for the season. Also got some fresh oregano, and I know I have not picked the oregano or thyme all season, but like I said, I want to start stocking up on some of these things now that we are winding down the season. So got some oregano. Also got some more basil, and I know I've been mentioning it every week. I just will keep it on my counter in these jars. These are just old jars from like things I've purchased, old mason jars and stuff like that. And I keep it in there, and then if I don't use it all by the end of the week, I will wash it and freeze it. In this jar here, I have a little bit of some fresh mint. I also have some sage. And the same thing with the sage is like the thyme. I will put it in a brown paper bag and let it dry and just crumble it up. Keep it in a little jar. It stays really fresh. Over here, like I said, no flowers, but they had in the herb garden. These are, gosh, I don't know how to say it. I think it's calendula flowers. I don't know how to say it, but I know you can use these for maybe teas and things like that. I'm not really 100% sure. But I'm just going to keep them in the jar. I just thought they looked pretty. I'm going to keep them as my little floral bouquet, like by my sink. And then I also have some lavender in there as well. And like I said, I probably did not say that name right. I'll look it up and I'll put it right on the screen for you guys here. I also got some sorrel, which I don't think I've ever had before. So I'm going to have to Google that and see how to prepare that, if I cook it or if I should eat it raw or what, what are good things that go with it. Also got a head of some red leaf lettuce, I believe this is. Sorry, guys. Also got some green onions, or scallions, as I like to call them. Got more jalapenos. We still have a ton left from the previous weeks, and we've been eating them. I've been making jalapeno poppers. I did do a video. Go check that video out. They're so good. They're so tasty, vegan, keto friendly. If you do keto diet, really good, but really loving these. And I'll even sometimes I've been roasting them up and just throwing them on top of salads and stuff like that. So really good. I've been enjoying them, but we just have so many of them because I think we got another 20 this week. Also got 2 little pints of some of the little grape tomatoes. I got the yellow and the red, and then it was 1 pound of just the regular larger size tomatoes as well. So that was it for this week's. Oh, and actually we were able to get a head of radicchio as well, but I don't really like it. I know we got it last week. I'm not really a fan, so I just left it for somebody else to have. Why should I take it home if I'm not going to eat it? So this was it for this week's farm share. I would love for you guys, before you leave, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you know when my new videos are up. And also, if you have not joined Ibotta yet, go use that link down below. I'm not sponsored or anything. It is free to join. I want to save you guys money, just like I save all this money every week on my grocery hauls. And you'll get $10 just for joining after you do your first rebate. And check out Fetch Rewards as well, because you can get 2,000 points for using my link, and then you just scan your receipts and you get gift cards. I mean, it's totally free. I've been using them for a while now. Well, Fetch I'm kind of new to. I bought it for years, made so much money back. So definitely go check those out if you have not yet done so. And as always, guys, I thank you so much for watching. And until next week's grocery haul, I will see you soon. Bye, guys.